Alright, beautiful people, we already covered arithmetic and assignment operator. Now we can move to relational and logical operator in this lesson. We'll just cover the basic. In future, we'll do a lot of C programs with them for sure. Okay, first of all, I want to write all the relational operator and logical operator we have. So we have the equal symbol. So this is what I meant earlier by saying equal operator, and this one is just assignment operator, okay? And then we have a not equal, we have greater than, we have greater than equal, then we have less than, and also we have less than equal. So these are the relational operator we have, okay? And then from the logical operator side, we have logical and, we have logical or. So here I'm going to put the logical or, and then we have logical not. So these are the three operator we have. So most important things, this relational and logical operator, basically they return either true or false. So this is what you need to remember. So they're going to return either true or false. So always the output will be one of them, okay? So now let me go back to the coding part. But before even going to the coding part, I want to just say something like this here, just to explain you things a little bit more. Of course, you're familiar with this thing. So in C program, we say A equal B here by using two assignment operator, okay? And then here, if you want to say A not equal B, then you can use a symbol like this. And then this one is basically A greater than B. So it's going to return true because this statement either true or false, right? And then we can say A greater than equal or equal B, right? Now let me go back and use these things in our C program, okay? So first of all, I'm going to create a file, and this time we're going to call it relational.c. Maybe I'm going to say relational logical, both of them here, okay? Great, and now I have the C program file. I need to create the basic structure as usual, and I'm going to do it here one more time. So hash include, and then I have studio.h, then I'm going to create the integer main function here, and we have the basic structure that we need. All right, let's continue here. I'm going to get rid of these extra things here, and I do not need this one as well. Okay, now let's start with two variable here. Let's say integer a, value 3, and then we can define one more variable b, which is going to have the value 2. Okay, and now we're going to do some relational operation here just to test our knowledge. So here I'm going to create quite many variables just to explain things, or even I do not need them. So let's say printf. Here I'm going to print something. Now, how can you print something here? Let's say if, one more thing I need to explain you here in C program, which is very important. So true basically, refers to 1, and false refers to 0 integer value. This is another important thing, because if I use %d here, so it's going to print an integer number, right? And then, because we don't have a direct Boolean data type here, so we are going to use %d data type here. And then we're going to do some operation here. Let's say a greater than b. And what basically this one is going to return, if it is true, it's going to return 1, as you have seen already when I was like hovering over here. So this one is going to return either true or false. If it returns true, then it's going to return the value 1 as an integer value here. If this statement is false, then in this case, as you can see right now, it's showing here when I hover over it. If it is false, it's going to return 0. That's all. Now I'm going to just use a new line here. Let's do that. And then I'm going to copy paste a few times just to make it very quick. And then maybe a greater than equal b here. And I can continue like this. So I want to just print here a greater than b, and then here something like this, okay? Let me just put it like this, a greater than b, and then the result. And then now I can copy paste. Let's say greater than equal, and here I want to say greater than equal, and then less than. Now in your case, maybe you will not have this kind of symbol the way I have greater than equal. Just goes under the greater than symbol. In your case, it might be a bit different because I'm using a font here, so don't get stressed if it is different than me, okay? Then I'm going to use here less than equal and less than equal symbol here, and then I want to use here equal, just to figure out whether it's equal or not, and then here also equal. Okay, and the last one left is not equal. So for the not equal, we can use not equal here. Again, the way I'm using, maybe your font is different, so basically I want to use this not, and then assignment immediately. Okay, so if I combine them, it shows a bit different in my case. In your case, it might not be, so don't worry. Okay, so I have written all the relational operator here. Now I can run this program, but before even running the program, let's check by ourselves first of all. Okay, so we know a greater than b. Is this statement true? Yes, because 3 is greater than 2, so it's going to return us 1 in this case, because if it is true, then it's going to be 1, as you know, the integer value. Okay, and then greater than equal, so in this case either one, if either one is true, then it's going to return 2. Of course 3 is greater than 2, so no doubt we do not need to check the next one. Okay, now we have other one, a less than b. So it is asking us to check whether 3 is less than 2, which is not true. Of course it's false, so it's going to return 0. Now the next one, it's asking us to check whether a less than equal of b. So 3 is less than 2 or 3 equal to, either both of them is false, so it's going to return false. And then we have a equal b, which is not true because 3 is not equal to 2, right? So in this case it's going to return 0. And the last one, a not equal b. Of course 3 is not equal to 2, so in this case it's true. It's going to return the true statement for us. Okay, now let's run this program and let's see whether it does work, whether we are getting the expected output that we are looking for here. Okay, so I'm waiting for the output, and there you go. The first one is 1, second one 1, third one 0 0 0, and the last one is 1. So it matched exactly the way we wanted. Now the last one probably in this lesson I want to discuss, which is the logical operator. So let's bring the logical operator here. I can use them, so maybe I will copy this one and paste here. Now, what's this logical operator does for us? Let me write down them here again one more time. This is AND operator, this is OR, and then we have logical NOT. So I will start with this one, this very basic one, logical NOT. So let's say NOT A. So if you want to convert true to false or false to true, then you can use this logical NOT. Basically, it does the negation whatever you have there. So if you have true, you can convert it false. If you have false, then you can convert it true. So you can change it. Okay, so in this case, if I say not a here, now before even doing that, I want to change the value of a here. Let's say a has 0. So of course 0 means false, you know that, right? So here we have a equals 0, or we are assigning 0 to a, so we have the false value here. Now when we're saying not false, that means it's true now, and for true we have the value a, right? So in this case it should print 1 here. So if I run this program, you will see the output here, and you can see not a equal 1. Now let's continue. What does this logical AND or logical OR operation does? It basically helps us to combine multiple logic in a single statement or single expression. And how does it do for us? Maybe I can show you in a bit different way or more explainer way. Let me show you here. Let's say A greater than B, or A greater than C. So I need few more values. So let me do that here. I'm going to assign the value again. The value A, variable A has 3, let's say. The variable B has, let's say, 2. And the variable C has, let's say, 4. All right, let me put it. Now, of course, we need to define this variable C at the top. Let me just define it here before I am going to use it. All right. Nice. Let's go down below here. Here I want to put the semicolon here. So basically what I want to do, I want to check whether A is greater than B and or A is greater than C. So here I have two logic here. As you can see, I'm trying to do some relational check here. So the first relational check, I'm checking if A is greater than B or A greater than C. So here we are combining multiple operation. Again, this one is basically, again, let's focus here. I'm saying if A is greater than B or, so in English we say or A greater than C. We want to check two things here. Of course, we can use multiple condition here, but I'm just using two right now. So this operator, this logical OR, basically combining two logic here, left and right. We can bring more, like maybe we wanted to check if a B greater than C. So if any of this condition is true, then in this case it's going to return true. If any one of them is true, then it's going to return true. When we are using logical OR, it basically look for if any of this condition is true, then it's going to return true. Here I'm going to write, let's say, result. Let me use a variable at the top maybe, and then I can use it here. So let's go all the way up, and here I'm going to write result. All right, result. That's all. Now let's go down below here, and I can print the result right now. So let's do that, print, and we're going to say result, and then I'm going to say %d, new line, and let's print result here. And now let's check what will be the expected output here. So let's check a greater than b, 3 is greater than 2, which is true. So in this case, it's not going to check even rest of them because it has already found the true result here. So if the first one is true, it's going to bypass rest of them. And in this case, immediately it will come to the next one and it will print 1 here. Okay, remember it's going to print 1 here. And of course we can check. So let's check it again. We're going to check and let's see. And there you go. It's going to print result 1 here. Fair enough. Let me just clear a bit. Now let's check the second one, which is logical AND operator. Logical AND works it's completely different way than logical OR. In case of logical AND, all the condition needs to be true, and then only then the result will be true. Final output will be true. So if A greater than B is true, if A greater than C is true, and if B greater than C is true, if all of them true, only then the output, the result will be true. If any one of them is false, then the result will be false without any doubt. So let's start. First of all, A greater than B, 3 is greater than 2, which is true. So then it will go to the next one. Now it's going to check the value of A, is it greater than C or not? So value of A is 3 and the value of C is greater than 4. So in this case, 3 greater than 4 is not true. So we have a false result. And when we have a false value, it's not going to check the rest of them anymore, because if one value is false, that means the entire one will be considered as false. And in this case, we're going to get 0 here. That's all. Let me run this program and let me show you what will be the result here. So here I need to compile it again one more time, and there you go, and you can see the result is 0. So basically logical AND, logical OR, or logical NOT, they help us to combine multiple relations, as you have seen. We can combine them. We can combine logical and logical OR together as well. And you'll see them in future. We'll do quite many programs and things will be much more clear to you anyway. So at this moment, I just want you to get familiar with these relational operator symbols and how they work, and also how the logical operator symbol look like and how they works in real life. At least now you know them, how to use them. And in future, of course, we are going to solve many programs. We are going to create many programs to solve problems with the help of relational and logical operator later on. That's all. Thank you very much.